Hello and welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup. It's a bright day here at the MCA Cricket Grounds and we are in for an exciting contest between USA and Namibia. Both teams will be eager to put on a strong performance today, especially with their recent results in mind. USA comes into this match with confidence after securing a win in their previous game, while Namibia will be looking to bounce back after a tough loss. With momentum on one side and redemption on the other, this promises to be a thrilling battle. But before we get into action, the pitch conditions will play a crucial role in shaping today's game. To tell us more about what the bowlers and the batters can expect, let's head down to the center. We have Rishwan Pereira, who is ready with the pitch report.
Once again, a bright and sunny morning here in Colombo. This wicket here at the MCA Grounds will favour the batsman as it stands, as plenty of runs have been scored here and very often the team chasing have been on the winning side. But even though the team chasing has won in the history of this tournament here at the MCA, this wicket can get a lot better early on in the morning because there's a tad bit of grass being laid on and plenty of balls that will come onto the bat beautifully and which will favour the batsman, and always runs on the board will give the bowling side, when defending, give a lot of confidence. So as things stand, as it looks like, the captain winning the toss will have love to bat first and put some runs on the board. So that's about it from the middle here at MCA, and back to the com box.
Right then, that's what Rishan have for us from the middle. It looks a very good track to bat on. The batters will enjoy at the beginning of the day. And here are the pictures for the day. In Pool A, we have Namibia taking on USA, which is the match that we are coming to live from the MCA Grounds. Zimbabwe taking on UAE, New Zealand taking on England, South Africa taking on Pakistan, Canada taking on Australia, and Wales taking on West Indies. Right then, let's down to a commercial break and we'll be right back with the most important toss.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, one champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com. Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, one champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
When Simon says grill, you know it's going to be fantastic.
Life is good.
When Simon says season, you know it's going to be flavorful.
You're gonna love it.
When Simon says add some cake, you know it's going to be fiery.
Things are spicy in here.
When Simon says cheese, you know it's going to be cheesy goodness.
Blew my mind.
Make it like Simon does. Simon's Dinner's cooking out. Thursdays on Food Network.
You don't want to miss it. Life is good. Things are spicy in here. Blew my mind.
Simon's Dinner's cooking out. Thursdays on Food Network.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, 1 champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Welcome back as we are bringing you live pictures here from the MCA Grounds in Colombo. As you see the points table thus far in Pool A of this IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. And England, they have been high riding all tournament. 4 out of 4 wins last game against Sri Lanka. They absolutely handed a thrashing to Sri Lanka as they have just one solitary loss in them. And they hit a big blow in that net run rate as well, the host. And then New Zealand have played 4, won 3, lost 1, and USA as well. They've come back to the tournament well now. They had a tough outing in the first couple of occasions, but this time around they're coming back strong and will hope to continue their momentum in this game today as well. Zimbabwe 4 games, just the 1 win, 3 losses. UAE just the 1 win, 4 losses in their 5 games, and Namibia yet to get off the mark in the winning column. So that's a concerning sign for the travelling Namibian side. Yet to get a win here in the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. As you see, Pool B, Australia 4 out of 4 wins. Pakistan 4 matches being played, 3 wins and 1 solitary loss in them. India as well, 5 games played in, 3 wins, 2 losses. And Wales as well, they had big wins against the big teams, but have lost 3 games as they are stuck in 4th position in Pool B. South Africa, not the way they expected to perform here out in Sri Lanka. 4 games, just the 1 win and 3 losses. In West Indies as well, just the 1 win up in Mount Lavinia, and after that nothing else to speak of for them. And Canada as well, just the 1 win. And interestingly, in Pool B, all teams have got a win. So this group will be quite interesting as the next couple of days are concerned. And for the all-important toss here at the MCA, I have Iran Shamil with the 2 captains in the middle.
Hello and welcome to all our viewers from whichever the part of the world you may be joining us today. We are coming to you live from the MCA Cricket Grounds here in Colombo, Sri Lanka. It's day number 6 at the IMC Over-50s World Cup, and today we are here for the match between Namibia and USA. Right, then it's time for the toss. I have the 2 captains with me, the captain Sanjeev Veerasinghe from USA and Davy Hansberg from Namibia. And I have the 2 standing match umpires for the day, Chris Johnson and Jeff Charlesworth. And Davy, you're having the coin. Can you give it a flip, please? Heads is the call. It's the tails. Davy, you won the toss and you're going to...
We're going to have a bat first and we try and put up at least a competitive score. I think it's a beautiful wicket. There shouldn't be any demons in it first up. So, yeah, we're going to have a bat first.
You had to face a loss in your last encounter. And how are the boys feeling and what are special plans for today's game?
Yeah, we haven't had a good tournament with a bat up to here. I think bowling and fielding wasn't too bad. So our batsman is a bit under pressure and we need to all step up a bit. So, but in any case, the atmosphere in the team isn't too bad. We're all fairly positive and yeah, we keep on playing and trying for each other.
Brilliant. Good luck. All the best. Sanjeev, you are going to have a bat first.
Bowling first.
Oh, sorry, you're going to bowl first. So you had a great win the other day. And how are the boys feeling? And you all are coming with a positive intent for this game. So what special, tactics and stuff you're kept ready for this game?
Yeah, so we had 1.5 days of rest because the other game finished pretty early. So boys are rested, well prepared. If I had won the toss, I would have batted first 2. Nice, beautiful track. And a little bit grass on the pitch, so it's good to bowl as well. So we are looking forward to a good game.
Right then, thank you. All the best. Good luck. The news from the center. Namibia has won the toss and they have elected to bat first.
And the news from the middle is, as expected, a belter of wicket here at the MCA Grounds. Runs expected and a lot of runs are on offer here at this venue. MCA Grounds looking beautiful on a beautiful Monday morning. As you see the two teams for this game between Namibia and USA. Julian Fennessy, Leon Fleming, Piers Lestrange, Dion Gauss, David Coates, Izzard Titus, William Jennings, Willie Van Zyl, Party Thorn and Ken Joseph will form 12 for Namibia. And for USA it will be Fazal Alam, Ghani, Monapa Uttaya, Navin Peris, Nivarju Walia, Paresh Deshmukh, Sajid Fernando, Sanjeev Veera Singh, Sujesh Pulikal, Susant Dimel and Said Shafnaz. So plenty of known names in that USA lineup, as well as we are underway here at the MCA for the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Day number 6 as Shah will open the bowling from the scoreboard end. And after being asked to bowl first, USA would want to try and get some early breakthroughs. Those wickets won't be coming easy in a wicket like this. As I welcome Iran, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Rishwan. It's a lovely day to be here at the MCA Cricket Grounds. It has been a lovely atmosphere for cricket. Great weather, bright and sunny. As you spoke during the pitch report, it looks a cracking wicket. And we could expect a lot of runs if the opening batters of Namibia get them into a positive start. They would be looking to grab their first win in this IMC Over-50s World Cup. They're yet to get a win during this tournament, and USA coming after a thrashing win in the previous game. They should be really positive.
Indeed, USA would want to pick up well from their previous game, as skipper Sanjeev Veera Singh mentioned at the toss that they had a 1.5 day rest because that game finished quite early. So they would want to try and just pick up from where they left off last evening, a couple of evenings ago rather. So once again, Peter Theron yet to get bat on ball. It's a brilliant wicket out there at the MCA. Plenty of runs in it for sure. But that movement early on will be something to watch out for the two openers in the middle, because they will have to do the bulk of the batting. Hasn't been easy going for the batsmen of Namibia all tournament. This is neat bowling from Shafnaz as the first over comes to an end. Namibia yet to get off the mark as first over being completed.
No, sorry. Shah, okay, Shah. Stopping one.
Keep going. Leg. Lovely.
Suju, stay on the marker.
You have to
Don't
wear a
come
helmet?
forward.
You have to wear a helmet?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, I thought it
I'm
just
sorry,
fine.
thank you.
No, just to help you.
Suju, get my
What do you do? Helmet? I just said, no, he needs a helmet. I just
you need a helmet.
I just wanted to make sure there's nothing worse than...
You forgot.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Share the new ball from the commentary box end. Sajid Fernando. He's been excellent with the bat in hand for USA Over-50s. A well-known name in Sri Lankan domestic arena as well in the early 90s and the 2000s. Sajid Fernando has played plenty of cricket in and around these grounds as well. Lot of experience behind his back. So, Sajid Fernando will have first ball for him from the combox end.
Sajid Fernando, the right arm off spinning bowler, was successful the other day as well. He managed to grab 2 wickets, 7 overs, 1 maiden, 50 runs and 2 wickets. It was a brilliant spell the other day as well. Well, I'm loving that outlook of the wicket keeper. Looks really fancy. A cute little face cover. And a back cap as well. That's flighted outside the arm stump. Straight on with the arm. Fennessy fails to make contact. Namibia yet to get off the mark, both these batters. Struggling to make contact with the ball. They'll need to figure out how the pitch might work during the initial love. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Went out straight with the arm and cleaned him up. And that's the first wicket down for Namibia as Sajid Fernando manages to grab the first wicket of the day. And Fennessy is clean bowled before he manages to score a run.
Not good for Namibia after winning the toss, batting first. USA have struck early, struck well now. Sajid Fernando, nothing on it, played it all over on that occasion. As he perishes, Fennessy will have to walk back. Replay of that wicket as well as Fennessy walks back without troubling the scorers. Julian Fennessy bowled Fernando. Namibia yet to get off the mark.
Namibia, 1 down before adding any scores to the total. Sajid Fernando, successful bowler. Managing to grab a 1 wicket. That was a lovely delivery. Just went on with the arm. And Fennessy just played all over it. He had no idea where the ball was heading towards. That was a brilliant delivery by Sajid Fernando. The right arm off spinner. The ball skidding through.
Get back and walk up to that spot. Thank you. Okay, right there, right there, right there.
Sajid Fernando struck early as Gauss joins Peter Theron in the middle party. Theron
Number 2 here, let's go.
is the non-striker.
This is a lovely delivery again from Sajid Fernando. He's just sticking to the basics that needs to be done.
Nice and easy,
Not
buddy.
trying anything fancy, just bowling stump to stump. Giving that a little bit of air so that he might get that turn and bounce. That has been driven down the ground. That's the first runs for the day. And goes managing to grab up a single, driving that down to the mid-off region.
Good way to get off the mark for Namibia. It's been tough going in these opening few overs for them. Sajid Fernando causing some trouble as well. And a dot ball to end that wicket over by Fernando. Namibia 1 for 1 after 2 overs. USA struck early. Namibia just haven't got a move on after winning that toss and batting first. Slightly under pressure, this Namibian outfit. The batting hasn't come into the party all tournament. As Shahnawaz will continue after he's made an over in his first over. He started off well for USA. And right on the money. That's a plumb in front as another one bites the dust for Namibia. Both openers, rather, the one down batsman Gauss has to walk back. And really, really well bowled by Shanawaz from the word go. Right on the money. as USA have struck 2 in quick time.
That was a lovely delivery, just straight on, no movement. I would say it might have been crashing into the middle and leg stump. Beautiful delivery from Shahanabaz. He's just made sure the ball stumps to stumps. Dialog is out for 1, Namibia 1 for the loss of 2 wickets. .1 overs done, Namibia 1 for the loss of 2 wickets. The new batter in is Fleming. Namibia in deeper trouble after losing 2 quick wickets, and Shahanabaz has been successful again after picking up 3 wickets the other day as well. He has been very successful for USA as the opening bowler, and Namibia will have to really focus on building up a partnership. They can't really fall apart in this really good batting track.
Right arm over 5 to come.
Indeed, an absolute belter out in the middle, and Namibia just losing their way as Leon Fleming walks to the middle side in a spot of bother, and they'll need his presence very much in the middle. Both batsmen yet to get off the mark. Once again, right on the money. This is good bowling, putting that attack early on.
Leon Fleming was one of the other successful batters the other day when they were bowled out for 125 against New Zealand. He managed to score 21, where most of the batters failed to cross the double. Cricket score, that's left outside the off stump. Loud appeal. Declined by the umpire, hitting outside the off stump and obviously missing the stumps as well.
A brave leave from Fleming early on. Zimbabwe, Namibia rather, living quite a dangerous life in the middle. Once again, that's chipped up in the air, but falls safely, fortunately for Namibia.
Once again trying to flick it around to the leg side, but gets an outside edge and the ball just pops up to the backward point region. Luckily between 2 fielders, would have been the 3rd wicket down and would have been real chaos for Namibia. They'll need to really focus on building up a partnership right now rather than trying to take risks during these opening overs where the new ball would be doing a little bit of talk. Once again, a lovely delivery outside the off stump, a bit of movement. Shahanabaz, he's making life really tough for these 2 batters out there.
Indeed, as you see some outward movement. This is good bowling, inviting the batsman to go for the stroke as well.
The key highlight of these batters of Namibia, that's a lovely delivery. It missed everything. Oh, that was such a close call. He almost got himself castle.
Indeed, that was too much of a good delivery to not find the outside edge or the wickets, as another over. A wicket over once again for USA as Namibia. 2 wickets for the loss of 2.
What is your plan for the next cricket tour? Here is the answer. Pusa Leisure Private Limited, Sri Lanka's only leisure company with its own cricket ground. Engage in sports tourism exclusively for cricket. Contact details. Pujita 077 7421 842. Nishani Gunasekara 076 76 17 249.
Sajid Fernando to continue. 3 overs gone. Namibia haven't been able to get a move on. Fleming and Peter Theron will play a big role in this batting lineup. They need a big partnership. They need a long one as well. One of these batsmen need to play that long handle.
Oh!
Negotiated Sajid Fernando would want to get He will not want to get Fleming move on because he can be a dangerous batsman for Namibia. Once again, coming straight onto the bat. This is, as we spoke in that pitch report as well, the ball will come onto the bat really nicely. This wicket. If you're not able to add 200 or 250, I think the chasing side will get that with ease. Tossed up delivery. This is good bowling, inviting the batsman to drive it.
There's been lovely bowling by both these opening bowlers from USA. They have just stick to the basics. They have not tried anything fancy. And the key point which I'm trying to figure out of the Namibian batters, they're just not bringing their front foot in line of the delivery, just throwing out their bat and failing to make contact. And that'll be a key concern which they might need to focus on. It's just once again been a lovely over from Sajid Fernando. The time outside the off stump called wide. Score moves up to 3. Just spoils that nice over. 5 dot deliveries on the trot to start off.
Indeed, we'll have to bowl that one again, Fernando. First extras for Namibia. As just the 1 run in it. As another over concludes. 4 overs done. Namibia 3 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Four was done. 3 for the loss of 2 wickets. Namibia in a spot of bother after winning the toss and deciding to bat on a cracking surface that would have really helped the batters a lot during the first few overs, especially with the power play. Majority of the fielders in the circle. That's once again outside the off stump. Trying to throw out his bat, fails to make contact. There again. If you just look at that replay, you can just figure out that the batters have never tried to bring the foot in line of the ball. Just really let them down by losing 2 quick wickets. That's once again a lovely delivery. Might be sliding down the leg. Good decision by the on-field umpire. Both these opening bowlers have been very disciplined in these few overs. There's been great bowling to watch.
Indeed. Once again, bowled him. And that's destroyed the furniture of Peter Theron as Shavanaz has struck again. And Namibia losing wickets in quick time. As the openers have been sent back packing to the pavilion. Namibia in big trouble now. What a delivery, Aaron.
That's a perfect delivery for a right arm fast bowler. Look at that movement, the late movement from the right hand batter. That was a lovely outswinger to Castle. Theron, that's a 3rd wicket down. And as Paddy Theron departs for 1 out of 15 deliveries, Namibia 3 for the loss of 3 wickets.
This scorecard now looking like a football game, Iran. 3 for 3. Namibia in big trouble. As Les Strange walks to the middle, joining Fleming. These two will have a big role to do here. There is Les Strange. He bowls right arm medium fast as well. Namibia, after winning that toss and batting first, are in deep trouble.
They really need to kick on. They need to focus on building up a partnership. That's what's really important. They'll need to do the basics right. Especially these two experienced batters. Shahanbaz has kindly grabbed up 2 wickets for 2 runs. It has been brilliant bowling by the right arm medium pacer. The previous delivery to get rid of the previous batter, that was a lovely outswinger. The batter had no idea where the ball was going. He just brought his bat in line with the ball, but just failed to make under. That's again a lovely delivery, beating the outside edge of least range. It has been really good bowling, disciplined bowling by both of these opening bowlers of the USA team.
Indeed, this has been absolutely a spectacle of new ball bowling for USA as another maiden over for Team USA. USA Over-50s off to a flyer here at the MCA. Namibia, after winning the toss, in deep trouble, 3 for 3.
So very good morning. So good morning to all our viewers. Welcome to the Mercantile Cricket Association grounds. This IMC Over-50s World Cup happening here. The match between Namibia and the USA. Well, Namibia winning the toss, elected to bat first. And well, they are certainly struggling out there. 3 rounds on the board, and at the same time, 3 wickets have been lost as well. And we welcome to the studio a young lady, and she will certainly do her introductions, and she's joining me here on commentaries.
Yes, I'm Sajini. I've been here for a couple of matches now, and it is currently the match between Namibia and USA. Right now, USA have gotten off to an ideal start with 3 wickets for just 3 runs with 5 overs down.
You're certainly right. Mixed fortunes though for the USA. Fielding some sterling cricketers, some of them who played Premier cricket here in Sri Lanka. And one of them is the man who's turning his arm around, Sajid Fernando, a very popular cricketer.
Yes.
A prolific cricketer as well, who featured in the good old Sarah Trophy days, and then of course the Premier cricket. And knocked on the Sri Lankan side on the doors for a number of years, but couldn't get in. And certainly have played some wonderful cricket.
Yes, he had a great match on Saturday as well. We'll get into that in just a bit. 6 overs down, 3 runs for 3 wickets.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, 1 champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
It is back to Shahanawaz bowling. He has picked up 1 wicket. He'll be looking to pick up 1 more. Both opening batsmen have gone out for Namibia, which puts them in a very critical situation.
So Shan was operating, bowling his 4th consecutive over on the trot, bowling from the Vijayarama end. And well, unbelievable figures for him. 2 wickets and having considered only a single so far. And well, the USA bowlers making it extremely difficult for the Namibians to get them away. But they will be well advised to settle down, take a look at the conditions. And it's a lightning fast outfield here at the Mercantile Cricket Association grounds. Wonderful wicket to bat on as well. Little bit of movement to the bowlers early part of the day. But you stick it out, you certainly will be able to bat for a very long time.
Namibia so far haven't really made much of the wicket. They haven't been able to quite get even a boundary yet.
Well, boundaries certainly not in the minds of the Namibian batters at the moment. They're just making sure that they bat through. Take a good look at the wicket. and the strip that is on offer here at the Mercantile Cricket Grounds. Good bounce, good carry. The ball certainly is coming through.
Yes.
So what they will need to do is set themselves in, put up some sort of a partnership, and then make sure at the same time pick up the singles, as we see once again opening the face of the bat, running that ball down towards the point region, but not being able to beat the field. There's in fact 7 fielders on the offside and 3 on the onside. So it's a very tight field, or rather 2 on the onside. So it's the bowlers are certainly keeping things very tight, bowling to the field. Shahanwaz once again a dot ball.
One thing you notice about the USA is that they have a very, very good fielding. They haven't really let many balls squeeze through in all their matches as we've seen so far. They really protect the wicket, especially in these few opening overs.
Certainly right. Keeping things extremely tight. The captain, Sanjeev Veerasinghe from Sri Lanka, and this time drops his shot, moving across the stumps, great anticipation, and that ball has been hammered down towards the mid-wicket region, vacant area, down to the boundary it goes, and the first boundary for Namibia. 7 overs completed, 7 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets.
Fernando back to bowl his next over.
So there you are, Sajivani, that's what we were talking about. The batsmen set themselves in, get a good eye, and then, well, stroke play becomes that much more easier when you get acclimatized to the conditions, read the strip well. The runs are on offer. There are yawning gaps on the onside and the offside as well. Well, USA persisting with that strong off-field that they are maintaining. 2 men in catching position, in fact 3. Now the extra cover has been also brought in just about 10 yards from the bat. A slip and a gully in place. Where the gully, well, one could say that perhaps is a second slip, but standing quite wide. There's a point, a short extra cover, and then there's a long off, and there's a short square leg on the onside, and then also a mid-wicket, and that had been the field. Sajid Fernando, very consistent on line and length.
Yes. Sajid Fernando is also very used to, bowling on these types of pitches, which you can see because his overs are relatively quite short, because not a lot of runs, go off his balls. Lot of dot balls for Sajid Fernando.
Well, you're certainly right. And turning it on, the USA team making things a little difficult for the Namibians. And as we were talking about it earlier, little bit of assistance to the bowlers. You bowl in the right areas, get your line right, your length right, and take the attack to the batsman, and that's what they're doing. They have 3 men very close to the bat, and certainly attacking. As we see the 8th over coming to an end, Namibia batting first, 7 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets.
What is your plan for the next cricket tour? Here is the answer. Pusa Leisure Private Limited, Sri Lanka's only leisure company with its own cricket ground. Engage in sports tourism exclusively for cricket. Contact details. Pujita 077 7421 842. Nishani Gunasekara 076 76 17 249.
It is now again Shahanwaz back to both his next over. Once again, both he and Fernando don't really let a lot of runs squeeze through besides that one boundary. Once again, made an over in the previous over.
Well, yes, so now we see once again Shahanwaz continuing from the Vijayarama end, bowling his 5th over. Picked up 2 wickets, and here we see a little bit of it on offer. Playing flat batted on that occasion, gets it past the mid-on fielder, down to the boundary as he hits that ball down the ground and picks up a boundary for Namibia.
Ball was in the air for a bit, just missed the fielder. If it had gone to the fielder, they would have been in a very, very difficult position once again.
Sorry, right, just a couple of feet away from that mid-on fielder. Good shot though. And Fleming and Strang out there in the middle. This time a good comeback by Shanwaz. That ball, he held it back, dropped it slightly short. A little bit of movement off the wicket as well. The ball just going past the outside edge. And a very, very close call indeed. Great comeback by the bowler. So Lee Strang on strike now, the right-hander. Looks quite competent, quite confident as he settles over the bat. Wait for the next delivery. Take it on the full on this time. That's a loose delivery. Should have been put away. Only a single though. Couldn't get his placement right. Perhaps his eyes lit up and the bat coming down quickly across his body there. Taking that ball from middle and leg stump. A full toss. But hammered it straight to the lone fielder at deep square leg. 1 run.
Very missed opportunity there for the batsman. Fleming so far has kind of been unable to find his rhythm. Just 1 run for the 19 deliveries he's faced so far.
You're certainly right. Once again a good comeback after that loose delivery. This time ball pitching at a good length on middle and off. A little bit of late swing. Brings it back sharply into the right hander. There's a appeal, but it touched the pads. Here he comes for the next delivery. And this time on midland leg. And Fleming trying to play that ball off his pads. He seems to have got a nick. A diving, tumbling catch behind. And the keeper and the slips going up in unison, appealing. And the umpire raises a finger.
Yes. Once again, here is the replay. Easy catch for the wicket-keeper there. And that is the 4th wicket down for Namibia, who are in a very, very critical position right now. Fleming unable to find his groove at all, facing 20 deliveries for just 1 run. And unfortunately, he's got to go before he can redeem himself.
Well, very unfortunate indeed. That ball should have been put away. That was on midland leg and swinging further away from him. He tried to glance that ball off his pads and got an outside edge. And a good catch behind the wickets by Veera Singha. Tumbling, diving to his left, holding on. And with that, Namibia has lost 4 wickets. 12 on the board, 4 runs down, 9th over in progress, final delivery coming up. So Sajani Ratnayaka with me here in the commentary box. And certainly bringing that all-important change to the voices as well as we bring you this live commentary from the Mercantile Cricket Grounds of this IMC Over-50s World Cup. More often than not, it's the males who dominate the commentary box. But here we have a young lady and certainly bringing that difference and the interest as we see. Well, everything is happening as far as Namibia is concerned. USA, goodness me, they are running through this side now. Shahan was bowling the first delivery to Hasenberg and he shoulders arms up to the first delivery ball, pitching on middle and off and a little bit of late swing and that ball has crashed into the stumps. He didn't play a shot, didn't offer a shot and he has been bowled in the final delivery of the 9th over. Namibia 5 wickets down for 12 runs.
There is a replay of that shot. Now he's on a hat-trick ball, I believe, which is very, very good bowling. He already had very good figures on the board. Now he's made that double. 4 wickets for Shanwaz. That is 12 runs for now 5 wickets at the end of the 9th over. That was the skipper who just fell for 0 runs for his first ball actually, which is definitely sums up the innings so far for Namibia, who haven't been able to catch any sort of rhythm as of right now, with 5 wickets down for just 12 runs.
So the new man is David Coetzee as he comes to the middle, and goodness me, Namibia scoreboard looks terrible tragedy, so to say. 5 wickets they have lost for 12 runs. And USA, well, they are not letting up at all. But this is what professional cricket is all about. You go for the kill, and if the opportunity is there to pick up wickets, you pick up. No mercy at all. Tight bowling, line and length has been impeccable. And certainly making things very difficult for the Namibians as the next delivery tossed up on the offside. And that have been driven beautifully, bat and pad very close together by Strang. Picks up a single as he plays down that ball down towards the long off region, and in comedy of errors as well. In the meantime, Fazal, the long off fielder, picked up the ball, very casually threw it down to the bowler. Sajid Fernando not covering up, and there was no fielder backing up as well. An extra run to the Namibians. They'll take it as it comes. It doesn't matter. And more importantly, Strang on strike as well.
Actually, right now, what do you think the strategy for the Namibians should be in this very, very critical position, with Lestrange being the only one who's been able to put up double figures or get beyond, around 3 runs? What do you think the strategy should be?
Well, no doubt about that. All what they will need now is to realize they get to bat through as long as possible. They'll have to take it as it comes, over by over, delivery by delivery. Make sure that they put their head down, bat as long as possible. That's what they need to do. As we see the next delivery, given a little bit of air, and that have been hammered down towards the long on region. Picked it up well, and that have been dispatched between mid-wicket and the long on for a welcome boundary to the Namibians.
Here is a replay of that shot. I believe that is the first 6 of the innings, or is it?
See whether it was a 6 or a boundary.
I think it was.
It was a 6. So if so, yes, it's a first 6. Certainly right.
No, I believe it was a boundary. It seemed very, very close.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very close.
3 4s. That's a third 6 in the third 4 in the innings so far for the Namibians. 10 overs have been completed. Winning the toss, Namibia 5 wickets down for 18 runs.
What is your plan for the next cricket tour? Here is the answer. Pusa Leisure Private Limited, Sri Lanka's only leisure company with its own cricket ground. Engage in sports tourism exclusively for cricket. Contact details. Pujitha 077 7421 842. Nushani Gunasekara 076 76 17 249.
10 overs done for the day. Namibia 18 for the loss of 5 wickets after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Shahnawaz, the successful bowler. Good morning, Arun. I have Arun, the opening bowler for the USA team, joining me here with in the comm box.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's wonderful. Again, yesterday, the day before yesterday in our game against UAE, I had a chance to get on the commentary booth and speak a little bit about the cricket and the facilities. We've thoroughly enjoyed it so far, and today's game again here at the MCA, a beautiful ground. We're really enjoying it so far, and our bowlers are off to a very, very good start.
Absolutely, being a great batting track, the USA bowlers have been doing a great job by picking up 5 wickets within 10 overs. So, Arun, can you just take me through, like, how are the facilities currently in USA for cricket? Not a big country favoring cricket, but how much of facilities do you all have currently, and how are you all working on developing cricket in USA?
Yeah, happy to talk about it. There are probably a few centers where we have very good facilities. I'm from Los Angeles area, where we have a big complex, a Woodley Cricket Complex, and we have 4 turf grounds. They're all right next to each other. Texas, Houston is another big hub where there's Prairie View Cricket Complex. There's a big a complex there of 6 grounds, and then the Musa Stadium as well. Florida has some grounds. We also have in Atlanta a new complex has opened up as well.
As we speak, that's another boundary for Namibia. Welcome boundary. The score goes up to 22 for 5. That's the first boundary for Kotsi.
And then about the rest of the facilities, you know, New York and a few other places do have turf wickets, but most of the cricket is played on AstroTurf because it is hard to maintain the turf pitches, as you know. We don't have dedicated staff, grounds as well. The grass is very thick. So, you know, cricket is gaining in popularity, slowly but surely. And the T20 World Cup that we had recently was a big impetus with the USA team performing so well. I think it's only going to get better and better over time.
Namibia 11 overs done, 22 for the loss of 5 wickets. Here's a quick run through the scorecard of what's happened since morning. Both opening batters failing to get Namibia to a great start. Fenesi was bowled without scoring and Theron was out for 1. Gauss and Fleming following with just 1 run each. Lee Strange, the most successful batter at the previous encounter, who managed to score 48 runs. He's unbeaten on 15. He looks in good touch. Hansenberg, the captain, unfortunately was bowled in his very first delivery for Golden Duck. And we have Kotsi alongside with Lee Strange, unbeaten on 4. Here's a quick look at the bowling card. Not much to speak because we have just had 2 bowlers who have shared 11 overs among them. Shahanwaz managing to pick up 4 wickets for just 2 runs, with 2 maidens, giving away 14 runs. Right then, here's a quick look at the 5 wickets to fall. That was the first one down, clean bowled. Once again, but we could clearly see poor foot movement. The feet never coming in line of the ball. That was a very good catch taken down the leg. That was a lovely in-swinger from Shahanwaz. And Namibia in deep trouble after 11 overs. 22 for the loss of 5 wickets. And we'll be back after a short drinks break.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, 1 champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Mama Gajaman.
Right then, we are back after the drinks break. Namibia 11 overs done, 22 for the loss of 5 wickets. These 2 batters slowly working on building a partnership. That's a lovely shot down the ground. And that'll be another boundary. Floated up and hammered down the ground by Lee Strange. He's showing all his batting skills and the form he's carrying from that previous game outside the off stump. Full in line and driven, lofted over the mid-on fielder down to the boundary for 4 runs, taking the total up to 10-6. And so we were just having a chat with Arun about the cricket in USA and how they're working around developing the cricket in USA. So also Arun, can you just talk me through about how your team and your staff have prepared for this tournament? It has been a thrilling tournament so far. Lots of teams engaging, I guess 14 teams engaging in this tournament. So tell us about your preparation and how you have worked through to make this a successful tournament for you thus far.
Thank you for the question. And it all started with our Masters organization, MC USA. We've known that this World Cup is coming, and so there's been a series of tournaments that have led up to the selection of the team. We have a big list of probables, very capable players. Many of them are here, but obviously we have a lot of talent there as well. And then in terms of specifically after the team was selected, we had a tournament in late December in Houston, a three-nation tournament, Canada, West Indies, USA, and we had a USA A team as well. That was a really good preparation, though in very different conditions. It was cold and windy, nothing like here. And so in preparing for this particular tournament, and we have a break here, maybe I'll get back to this after the break.
Yes, then it's 12 overs done. Namibia 26 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Yeah.
12 overs done, 26 for the loss of 5 wickets. Yes, Arun, you can continue.
Yeah, I was speaking about our preparation. So Sanjeeva, so we have 4 Sri Lankans in our team. Sanjeeva, we were saying the captain, he insisted on that we would come here early. So we came here February 2nd. Everybody was here. We spent a week in Colombo. And then we ended up playing a couple of practice matches here actually at the MCA ground against India, as well as the Lanka Cavaliers at the Colombo Coles ground as well. And that was huge to get used to the conditions here. That was great. And then on top of it, we also have a support staff, a local support staff. Niranjan, for example, our coach, who is with us all the time. He's actually a first-class player here. He plays at the Movers Club, and he's been with us all the time in the nets, doing the fielding drills. A huge input into the subtle things that we're doing. Obviously, we're 50 plus, we're not 20-year-olds, but he's been great about giving us the right kind of advice and subtle things that we can fix very quickly in the middle of the tournament. So he has been invaluable in helping us prepare, and the deep knowledge of the local conditions has been huge for us as well. So big shout out to him. And we have a couple of physios who are with us all the time as well, and they've been working on our bodies between breaks. That's been of a big help, especially for us as 50 plus. We need to recover very quickly between these games as well.
That's absolutely great to hear how, being over-50s, the passion you have for the game that brings everyone together, and especially organizing the team to come up and face a great tournament here in Sri Lanka. That's alone a great victory for the USA team and their entire staff and the coaching team and the players who have got together to come over here and play this beautiful game of cricket. And we can clearly see how passionate they are about the game and how enthusiastic they're out there in the field as well. So Namibia 27 for the loss of 5 wickets after 12.2 overs. Shahanawaz into his 7th over. I'm surprised to see his bowling at a stretch 7 overs. Not an easy task. It's really hot and humid out here in Colombo today. Arun, just take us through how these players are working through their the physical strength. He's bowling his 7th over on the trot, and he might be feeling it really hard out there.
Absolutely. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to do in these conditions of heat and humidity. It also goes to show that our focus on fitness over the last couple of years is really starting to pay off in these really demanding conditions.
Absolutely. That's great to hear. And just as we speak, a lovely Yorker. I mean, even after 7 overs, he's making sure that he's bowling to his field and restricting the runs.
Yeah, Shahnawaz has bowled extremely well. He's hit the right lens across the board, I think he's bowling his 7th over, really in search of that fifer, which is a huge accomplishment if he can make it. I certainly hope he can as a fellow USA teammate. Well deserved. He bowled really well day before yesterday in the game against UAE, picked up 3 wickets. Unfortunate not to get the 4th one. So very quickly in this just his 2nd match, he's climbing through the ranks of the leaderboard of bowlers, and I hope he gets one more here before his spell is done.
Absolutely, he really deserves a 5th wicket. That's a lovely delivery again outside the off stump, just showing how capable he is of swinging the ball both ways. That was a lovely outswinger.
Indeed, you saw a couple of balls ago, and a couple of his wickets. Actually, most of the wickets, the bowled and a couple of LBWs have been balls that have been coming in, and then this ball cut away. So he can do both.
That's driven down the ground decently to complete the 13th over of the Namibian innings. It's 29 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Pusa Leisure Private Limited is inviting you to invest for this project for the development of golf course and 120 individual houses, which will be selling outright. Required investment is $30 million, which is the value of 49% of shares, and is available for you to invest. Whatever amount you can invest will yield benefit within less than 5 years.
13 overs done. Namibia 29 for the loss of 5 wickets. These two batters are quietly building up a partnership which is really required at this moment after those 5 quick wickets down. Also, Arun, can you just take us through like how we all have come through thus far in this tournament? How happy you all are about your performance as a team and what you're looking forward, and what are your predictions on the playoffs and how far you could go in this tournament, and what are your plans about the playoffs and maybe to end up in the finals? I would love to see you all for sure.
Yeah, our schedule was very, very tight and tough. We started off against Sri Lanka, then we played New Zealand, and our 3rd game was against England. So effectively the top 3 teams, I would say, with a rich and history of playing Masters cricket. And so we got off to a very tough start. We lost to Sri Lanka, we beat New Zealand. Sanjeeva and Paresh had a wonderful partnership to chase that target down. And there goes swipe across the line, and that's Kutsi who's bowled, and Sajid picks up his 2nd wicket.
This was really an unwanted shot from Kutsi. Both these batters were looking really well, building up a partnership, as we were just speaking, a small little partnership which was going on really well, and playing across the line for a full-length delivery, which was really not required by the batter. At that time, he should have definitely supported Lee Strange at that moment. David Kutsi, the batter, to be bowled by Fernando for 6 out of 13 deliveries. Namibia 29 for the loss of 6 wickets. Coming back live, it's 29 for the loss of 5 wickets. Arun, you were talking about the plans for this tournament and how you are feeling currently.
Right. So we went 2-1 in that tough start to our tournament. I think we had a chance against both Sri Lanka and England. We scored 109 against Sri Lanka. We had a catch that was ruled not out by the umpire. That was Ruan Perez, and he went on to score 90 runs after that. So that took a little bit out of us. I think we've played pretty good cricket across the board, and just like in any sport, the line between winning and losing is very, very fine. We could have easily been 3-0. We could be 2-1. Instead, we were 1-2 after that tough start. We beat UAE the other day quite comfortably. We got them all out for 100 and something and chased it down in about 10 overs. Today we're doing comfortably so far against Namibia. We have one more match left. It'll be against Zimbabwe tomorrow in the league phase. We need to win that. We need to up our net run rate, and then hope a couple of things go our way with some of the other matches for us to end up in the top 4. We need New Zealand to beat Sri Lanka, and we need New Zealand to lose to England, and then let the run rates play out. And so clearly we need some help. All we can focus on is our performance, and we're very focused on that. And today we're executing really well so far.
That's great to hear about how you all performed so far and the plans for the upcoming fixtures. And the previous game was a cracker where you all managed to chase down that score in 11 overs. I'm pretty sure you all might be planning to do the same here against Namibia, who are 31 for 6 at the moment. Maybe try and get them out as soon as possible and go out there and chase it down as soon as possible, get the run rate up, and hope and believe the other factors fall in line of your favor.
I believe something similar happened at the last World Cup in South Africa as well. We were in a similar situation, and finally we were able to squeak into the top 4, and we were in the semi-finals. Our goal this year coming into this tournament was definitely at least minimally to repeat it. And really, frankly, the standard of Masters cricket, the World Cup, is only going up. We have, as that sport or this age group sport is growing, you're seeing a lot of players coming in, and the standard has just gone up. So the competition is getting better and better as well, which is what makes it a lot of fun, and makes us get up in the morning during the off season, train, and keep playing in our local divisions, etc. So all of that is great because it leads to healthier lifestyles and hopefully better outcomes for us in the long term as we live longer.
As we speak, that completes over number 14, Namibia 31 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, 1 champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Namibia 31 for the loss of 6 wickets after 14 overs. In my box is Arun here, the USA opening bowler. Arun, just before we wrap up our quick chat, can you just tell us about how the local USA, maybe the players or whoever is interested in cricket, how far has this game gone down to the Americans? How much are they loving this game, and how much are they trying to, love cricket and maybe develop that game in country, not using, I would say, expats, I mean using local Americans?
We have a long way to go, frankly, and the analogy I would use is football, soccer. When it came in the early 90s into the US, there were very limited facilities. Soccer is an easy sport, obviously, to pull together because all you need is a ball and a big field. You don't need complex equipment like bats and balls and pitches. But it's grown because it was introduced into the schools. We're all working very much on youth cricket. There's so much youth cricket that's happening across the board. Under 19, under 15, etc., etc. I'm part of an academy, the Woodley Cricket Academy in Los Angeles area, and there's so many academies across the board that are fostering these youth, and so that's where we need to start. As you said, expats and children of expats are the primary players now, but really we need to get it into the schools and make this part of the curriculum, if you will, of sports. I think it'll happen. T20 is the 45 over, 50 over games are going to be a tough sell to the American audience. Nobody has the patience, even us anymore, to sit through a full day of cricket. But we're purists. I love Test match. I'll watch for all 5 days. But really, for the game to get foothold in America, it's T20, and the performance of the U.S. team in the World Cup, I think will only help us. I forecast that in the next 15, 20 years, it'll be where soccer is today. And the sky's the limit. America's a huge country and a huge opportunity commercially as well.
That's great to hear how the local Americans are walking their way through to this lovely game of cricket. And it was great to have a quick chat with you, Arun, and hope to talk to you again soon, and wish you all the best and your teammates, and hope to see you in the finals.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all the wishes. It's a pleasure to be here and happy to be here anytime.
Thank you. So that's Arun, the opening bowler of USA, who joined us live in our combox. And as we come back live to the MCA Grounds. Namibia 33 for the loss of 6 wickets. In deeper trouble, 14.4 was gone. Long way to go, 30 plus overs left in their innings. That's a huge hike outside the off stump. Patadia into his first over. The left arm off spinning bowler. And that completes over number 15. Namibia 34 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Namibia in deep trouble, you can say. 34 for 6 after 15 overs. After winning the toss and batting first, it's not been easy going for the Namibian outfit. As I say a very good morning to you, Ashley.
A very good morning to you too, and to all our viewers. If you're just tuning in to the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, as we bring this IMC Over-50s World Cup live coverage. And today the match between USA and Namibia happening here at this picturesque century plus old Mercantile Association Cricket Grounds. A beautiful facility, fantastic infrastructure, and well, has been doing a great amount of work for the promotion of the game. This association was established by the expatriates and then has been sort of assisting the mercantile sector employees, cricketers who come out from school. As you can understand, there are about thousands of young boys who leave school every year. Many of them, sometimes they give up playing serious cricket, then they follow or pursue a career, and then with that they are also made available the opportunity to play cricket through Mercantile Cricket Association.
Indeed, a well-known organization in the Sri Lankan cricket fraternity. Plenty of cricketing action happening all year, you can say, here at the MCA Grounds. It's a very beautiful place to come and watch a game of cricket as well. From where I'm sitting as well, the hospitality is all just wonderful here at the MCA. It's a tossed up delivery.
So Ganeshan has been brought into the attack by the USA captain Sanjeev Veerasinghe. Sajid Fernando was holding the fort as far as the bowling was concerned. A miserly spell by him, kept things very tight, impeccable line and length, and then picking up wickets on and off as well. And Namibia at the moment tottering 6 wickets down for 35. The 16th over final delivery coming through now. Strange on 22. Titus has just opened his account. Well, Namibia will be well advised to bat through and bat as long as possible. It's good conditions as we see the final delivery coming up.
Indeed, brilliant conditions here at the MCA. Absolute stellar of a wicket as once again going on with the arm as another over concludes. 16 completed. Namibia 35 for 6.
Pusa Leisure Private Limited is inviting you to invest for this project for the development of Gulf Coast and 120 individual houses, which will be selling outright. Required investment is $30 million, which is the value of 49% of shares, and is available for you to invest. Whatever amount you can invest will yield benefit within less than 5 years.
So we were talking a little about this beautiful facility at the Mercantile Cricket Grounds in Maitland Crescent. The Mercantile Cricket Grounds very much involved in the promotion of the game and keeping most of the cricketers who leave school who do not want to continue, or if otherwise do not have the opportunity to represent the country or play in the Premier League cricket conducted by the Sri Lanka Cricket, well, they continue to play cricket and be involved with the game they love so much, even while they are working as professions. And it's been told that Mercantile Cricket Association is responsible to find as much as, on an annual basis, more than 500 employment opportunities for youngsters when they join the corporate sector, and very stringent conditions as well. A mercantile firm wants to become a member here at the Mercantile Cricket Association, they need to play and take part in at least one tournament for a year. So that is how they promote the game. And then there is A division cricket, B division cricket, and it goes all the way down to G. So there are about 15, 16 tournaments that have been played in addition to the six-a-side. And well, they keep it going. And then there's also the over-50s six-a-side tournament that has been played here as well. Very competitive cricket. And of course, they have been very much a part of the promotion of the game.
Indeed. As Ashley mentioned, this organisation has done plenty of help for Sri Lanka cricket as well, and to bring that talent out. And we cannot forget even that MCA, the A division tournament, is quite competitive with a lot of first-class cricketers playing as well. Plenty of opportunity for cricketers to come and showcase their talents. Once again.
Well, you're certainly right. They have been in existence for more than 110 years. And as I said earlier, founded by the expatriate community. And well, most of the expatriates who occupy the country during the post-independent era, they were very much involved in cricket. And this particular venue was an airstrip in the good old days, used by the RAF during the Second World War. And they used to fly down, the injured soldiers, and then there was a hospital here as well, it's said, who cared for them and provided the medical facilities. We talk about all that as we see the 17th over coming to an end. Namibia electing to bat first here at the Mercantile Cricket Grounds, 35 for the loss of 6 wickets. So we were talking about the Mercantile Cricket Grounds Association, and then also, Rishwan, I had the pleasure to talk to the coach of the USA team and then their media manager as well, and some of the players. Some interesting facts I have been able to put together. Now, USA is a large country as one can imagine. So they play serious cricket in different age groups. And even the senior cricketers like the over-50s you see here, most of the members who are representing the USA team, comes from different parts of USA. As you see, the next ball has been hoisted and down towards down to the mid-wicket region, picks up a single by Stranger. So he moves to 23, and he has been certainly batting extremely well. So coming back, so they have a huge structure in place where they play competitive cricket, and then even to gain national recognition, the players are put through a serious drill. Serious cricket is being played in regional level, in provincial level, and then also at, they don't call it districts, in different regions of the country. And players come through the system and they are very carefully monitored, evaluated before they gain recognition to play in their very competitive structure of the game that is being played there.
Indeed, USA cricket, an up-and-coming sport. We saw the recently concluded T20 World Cup as well. They beat the mighty Pakistan team as well. So surely the sport of cricket will continue to grow in the country of USA, and surely they have some talent as well. Plenty of cricketers coming from their ranks. Strange, looks like he's batting on a different wicket as we speak. That will tickle away to the fence. He's taking the attack on, losing partners from the other end, but he's holding his bat strong and doing the good work for his team. pushed back and cuts it away. And surely, Ashley, you have value for your shots in this outfield. The wicket, absolutely a belter for batting. Namibia just couldn't pounce on it. But nevertheless, Strange now trying to take Namibia to a decent total. 41 for the loss of 6 wickets. He's got plenty of work cut out for him with the bat in hand.
You're certainly right. Final delivery of the 18th over. Tossed up on middle and off, played defensively. So he certainly has been mixing aggression with the defense as well. As we see the 18th over coming to an end. Namibia batting first. 6 wickets down for 41. So not only we have the privilege of bringing this live coverage to you and this competitive cricket that is being played by different countries. In fact, 14 teams are taking part here in this 4th edition of the IMC Over-50s World Cup happening in Sri Lanka. Countries being represented by serious cricketers who have played the game at a very high level, and then USA team also having in their ranks 4 great cricketers who represented Sri Lanka as well. When at Sri Lanka Premier, we have the captain Sanjeev Veerasinghe, Sajid Fernando. Oh goodness me, everybody knows who Sajid Fernando is, and Piris is there, and then also Susant is as well there. So lots of Sri Lankan cricketers, plus there are Indians, Pakistanis, and different nationals who are representing this Pakistan over-50s side as well.
Indeed, USA Over-50s have plenty of household names in the cricketing fraternity as well. As Ashley mentioned, Sajid Fernando. He's a big name in Sri Lanka domestic cricket. Looks like straight in front as the umpire raises his finger. Titus has to walk back as another one bites the dust for Namibia. 7 down, in deep trouble after choosing to bat first. As you see the replay, an easy decision, a lack of bounce on that occasion. As he just misjudges it. As Titus walks back after 2 of 12 deliveries. LBW, Patida bowled as Namibia in deep trouble, 41 for 7.
Well, you're certainly right. There was no difficulty at all for the umpire. That was going to crash into middle and off on the back foot. And the ball keeping very low. And certainly trapping him right in front.
And as you see, the most run getter in this IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025 from India. Fakir, 5 matches, 250 runs at average of 83. Score of 124 not out. Giles Eccleston from England. He's absolutely brilliant with the bat. 4 matches, 3 innings, 236 runs. He's just out once, 109 not out. That's brilliant. And Rory Ingram as well from Sri Lanka. He's been holding the bat well for the Sri Lanka Over-50s. 211 runs in 4 innings, the best of 102 not out at Bandaragama. Mohammad Shahid from Pakistan, 4 matches, 206 runs, a best score of 90, an average of 51.50. And once again from India, Vinyak Samant, 5 matches, 4 innings, 191 runs, a best score of 80. Not out at average of 95.50. So top 5 run getters have quite a healthy batting average, Ashley.
And 3 of them being centurions as well. And most wickets in the tournament so far. Bukhari from Wales, well. 5 matches, 14 wickets, average of 11 and a best of 4 for 14. Smith from South Africa, 10 wickets to him in 4 matches, a best of 3 for 39 and average of 13.6. And Ivan Rees, well, he's out there with the bat and the ball as well. 10 wickets to him as well in 5 matches, 4 for 27. And Uduvana from Sri Lanka, 8 wickets to him in 4 matches, best of 5 for 21. And he certainly has been turning it around for the Sri Lankans as well. So we were talking about this wonderful game and the competitiveness it brings. And then it also is important to mention here what it brings to the table as well. Different nationalities, different people from different countries, and then also the social network that it builds as well. Now it's very important to mention here how the USA team, the USA Over-50s team, has fallen in love with this country. and they have gone out of the game of cricket as well, and they have done some notable charitable services to the country as well. They have in fact visited Suvaran a couple of days back, and it's a cancer institute which provides assistance.
And once again, second wicket in the over. Patida strikes and have struck a big wicket of Lestrange as he looked to take on Himanshu, but fails as another important wicket for the Namibian innings. Lestrange, who was holding the bat and scoring runs in quick time, perishes this time around. Comfortable catch as Namibia lose another and lose a big wicket. Paris Lestrange walks back. Namibia 42 for 8 and bundling out like a pack of cards here at the MCA.
Well, you're certainly right. Strange held the innings together, and that was a toss that will be there. It was certainly there to be hit, and perhaps trying to hit the ball a little bit too hard, getting outside it, ball ballooning to the point region, and that's how he perished as well. So we were talking about this, some of the extra things that in addition to the cricket, the USA team has been doing as well. So they have made a very large donation to Suvarina, and then we are talking about the most wickets. We are giving the statistics of Pujita Udubana, and then also there's Rauf from Pakistan, also who has picked up 8 wickets in just 3 matches. Best of 4 for 31, an average of 12.13. And of course, Bukhari from Wales leading the charge as far as the bowlers are concerned. So we were talking about some of these great charitable events that have been done by USA team. I'm sure some of the other teams as well. So Suvarana Cancer Institute helping out the destitute as well as the poor people. They have donated $10,000 from the Over-50s team and the members who are represented here. As we see the 19th over coming to an end. Namibia batting first, 42 for the loss of 8 wickets.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, 1 champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
So Reshwan, we were talking about some of these great overtures the USA team has been doing. In addition to the contribution they have made, a charitable contribution they have made to Suvarana, a cancer institute, they have also gone out of the way to provide the donation to Sri Dharmakirtiya Ramaya in Colombo 3. And the beauty of this is that the USA team, and nobody knew that one of the players, his wife, Moshin Khan's wife, Mrs. Neera Moshin Khan, has been helping this home for the destitute children for the last 3 years on her own, providing meals for these children. It houses more than 70 children, and she has been doing this on her own. And the US team, by accidentally got to know, the entire team visited there, and they also made a donation to this institute as well. Sri Dharmakirtiya Ramaya in Colombo 3. So these are great things that we need to give publicity. In addition to this wonderful competitive cricket that is being played here, this is all what humanity does, and then also what this game brings to the table as well.
Indeed, Ashley, we should appreciate a much bigger appreciation for Moshin Khan and his wife as well. Just haven't come to play the game of cricket, helping a lot of people in need as well. I think a great example set by this USA Over-50s contingent, who has come all the way from USA to represent their team and doing a good cause as well on the course of it. As we speak, no ball as well. Some welcome runs for Namibia, 45 for 8. It's over to the tail now to do some batting. Short ball, punished. Not punished well. Susantha Dimel cuts that out for just a single.
Ganeshan, well, lucky to get away with that long hop, pitching way down the track, allowing Jose to move across the stumps, or rather genius, and hammer it down towards the mid-wicket region, but straight to the fielder. and 1 run. And then now we see the last delivery has been played down. No addition to the score. 20 overs have been completed in the Namibian innings. 8 wickets down for 46.
friends after
20 overs done. Namibia 46 for the loss of 8 wickets. After winning the toss and deciding to bat first, I have Sajani with me in the comm box. Hi Sajani.
Hello.
Namibia looks in a bit of bother at this moment right now.
Extremely difficult situation to be in with not enough runs on the board, because one thing the USA team has shown us is that they are a very consistent batting side. They have been able to chase down even, you know, a much larger total than this. So they have a lot of power to come, which means Namibia, choosing to bat first, had to put up a bigger score on the board in order to make this a very competitive match.
Absolutely, 25 overs to complete the innings. We are just done with 20 overs. They need to try and at least get a score of maybe around 100 plus if they need to compete against this strong USA team. As I was speaking to Arun 5 overs back, they really would love to come down and chase down this total as soon as possible, so that it helps to get their net run rate up, so that it will help them towards the end of this tournament.
It is now Patadia back for his fourth over.
That's a lovely delivery again by Patadia. He has picked up 2 wickets for just 5 runs into his fourth over. Very economical. I just believe if he could just maintain a line and length of wicket to wicket, he might be able to grab these couple of wickets right at the end.
With the fall of Lestrange, I believe, who has put up most of the runs, most of the figures actually on Team Namibia's score.
That's a lovely delivery, given a bit of flight. Jean is trying to
run
draw
fast.
forward. Oh, that's a mischance. That's clearly was a mischance.
Very lucky there for Namibia, who clearly could not afford a run out at their critical position in this game. Very, very lucky there, escaping by the skin of their teeth.
That was a very close call. Good bit of fielding down at third man. A good return, but unfortunately, the wicketkeeper fails to collect it clean. And that helps 2 more runs to the Namibian total, taking it up to 48 for the loss of 8 wickets.
Last delivery of this over. Once again a dot ball. End of the over. There's a replay of that missed chance of a run out. It would have definitely been a run out if the wicketkeeper had held on to the ball. Lucky there for Namibia. It is now 48 for 8 wickets.
Pusa Leisure Private Limited is inviting you to invest for this project for the development of Gulf Coast and 120 individual houses, which will be selling outright. Required investment is $30 million, which is the value of 49% of shares, and is available for you to invest. Whatever amount you can invest will yield benefit within less than 5 years.
"21 overs done, 48 for the loss of 8 wickets." Is a loud appeal, probably hitting outside the off stump. Kanishan into his 4th over. Both these bowlers, including the opening bowlers, have done a pretty decent job for the USA team. They have kept it really tight against the Namibian team, not letting them build any kind of partnership after losing quick wickets in short intervals.
A lot of power in that shot. Unfortunately, goes straight to the fielder. Very difficult position here for the Namibian team, because they can't afford to take big shots, because they have only 2 more batsmen who could come out. which puts them in a situation like this one, unable to pick up a lot of runs at all.
I mean, they are in a position where they cannot make any kind of decisions to take a risk. Or as we speak, he has tried for an expensive shot across the ground, but fails to make contact, and he has been clean bowled by Ganesh. And that's the 9th wicket down for Namibia. 48 for the loss of 9 wickets. Joseph was trying really hard, but fails to make contact. That was a wild hike.
Good
fails to
bowling.
make contact.
Very good bowling there. Unfortunately, badly timed shot. Ken Joseph is the one who has to leave for 0, facing 7 deliveries. One more ball left in this over. 48 for 9 wickets.
ඔයාලගේ කම්පැනි එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ක්ලබ් එකේ, ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ, යූත් එකට සෙට් වෙන ඕනම ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් The Papare TV එකෙන් මුළු ලංකාවටම පෙන්වන්න අපි ලෑස්ති. ඔයාලත් ලෑස්තිද? අපිට කතා කරන්න.
The Papare TV, The Papare TV HD, Dialog Television නාලිකා අංක 63 සහ 126 ඔස්සේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව.
We're back live. 48 for the loss of 9 wickets. Here's a quick look at the bowling card. Shahanbaz, the pick of the bowlers. 4 wickets for 17 runs, considering 2 maiden overs. Fernando and Pataria managing to grab 2 wickets under their bag with an economy of 2 and 1.75 respectively. And Ganeshan managed to pick up that last wicket. And here's a quick highlight of the 9 wickets that were down.
As you can see, very, very good bowling there that has cost the batsman their chance to shine. Clean bowled many of them. As you can see. Not much of a chance, not much of room for the Namibian batsman to even attempt to take shots. That was the final wicket of Ken Joseph that we just saw, the 9th wicket for Namibia.
It has been really not good batting by the Namibian batters, but you cannot keep away the great bowling by the USA bowlers. But if you just had a look at those wickets that went down, most of them were poor shots, played again really good deliveries.
The first ball, first wicket did not set a good precedent for the rest of the match. The opening batsman going out very, very fast definitely caused, you know, the top order and the middle order to collapse just as fast. And it's 22 overs in and just 48 on the board, which is not looking like anywhere close to a good total for the Namibian team.
That's once again a lovely delivery from Demil. We have a change in bowling. Right arm off spin. If you're just tuning in, Namibia winning the toss today, deciding to bat first. 48 for the loss of 9 wickets after 22.1 overs. We are coming to you live from the MCA Cricket Grounds here in Colombo, Sri Lanka. And also you can catch us live on the Papare TV in Dialog TV and Papare YouTube channel and Facebook and papare.com as well.
Once again, a new bowler is brought in. the bowlers who have bowled so far have definitely done their part. Everyone picking up wickets, I believe.
All bowlers that were introduced managed to grab at least 1 wicket under their belt, and that's called as wide down the leg side, taking the total up to 49 for the loss of 9 wickets. We are just half the way of the innings, 22.3 overs, 22.3 overs more to go, and they have ample of time if they can, stick around, maybe try to add at least 20-30 runs to this total, just to give a chance to the bowlers a score that they would love to bowl at.
One thing about the US bowlers is that they haven't conceded many extras, have they? It's been not many wides that we have seen throughout this game so far.
I mean, exactly, because they have been very, very disciplined. If you can look at the extras, just the 4 extras, 1 no ball and 3 wides, they have been very disciplined, and that discipline actually reflects on the scorecard as well. Trying for a huge shot across the line and managed to cleanse him up. Genie's gone for 6, and that completes the Namibian innings, all out for 49 in 23 overs.
Even the new bowler that they just introduced managed to pick up a wicket for just that 1 run, and the Namibian team is now bowled completely out with many overs left in the tank.
That was once again a very loose shot. This is what we have been seeing throughout the day since the Namibian innings started. All loose shots around, trying to play around, trying a lot of cross-batted shots. Here's a quick look at the Namibian scorecard. Nothing much to highlight.
Once again, look at Lestrange, who put up pretty much half the runs that you see in their final total, 28 runs off 44 balls. And then in second we have Coetzee and Jennings with only 6 runs, and then the rest are just 0s, 1s and 2s, which is a very, very poor batting, display from the Namibian side.
Apart from Lestrange, all other batters, the rest of the 10 batters are not able to cross the double-digit mark. That's interesting. 49 all out after 23 overs. Just the 4 extras shows how disciplined the USA bowlers were against this Namibian team. And looking at the bowling card, Shahanvaz, the pick of the bowlers, managing to grab 4 wickets for 17 runs with an economy of 2.43. Fernando and Patadia managing to grab 2 wickets under their belt, and Ganeshan and Dimel managing to grab 1 wicket each.
Just the 4 extras. Here's a replay of the fall of wickets, starting right with the opening batsman.
It was lovely bowling by Shahanvaz. Up at the innings, the in-swingers, the out-swingers. The batters had no idea where the ball was running along. That was a lovely catch by the wicketkeeper, and that was... I really don't understand why he left that alone.
Once again, very poor timing of the Namibian batsmen as well. They let a lot of opportunities pass them by, costing them wickets too.
Lestrange, the only successful batter who managed to grab 28 runs under his name, grabbed a couple of boundaries and looked very good before he was out.
Unfortunately, even that shot was very poorly timed. He could have hung on for just a little while longer.
That's it about the highlights. We'll be back after a short commercial break.
Private Limited, Sri Lanka's premier destination for cricket enthusiasts and sports tourism. So, Pusa Leisure Private Limited is actually the only leisure company in Sri Lanka with its own cricket ground. We're here at the ground right now, and it's the second largest cricket ground across Sri Lanka in playing area. This is tailor-made to conduct tours across Sri Lanka, and we are here today to witness about the specialties it has to offer. It's only natural for you to ask, what's so special about this ground? Well, let me list out a few reasons as to why it's special to cricket, right? So this is situated in a 30-acre land, meaning you have plenty of space to walk about, have a look, and relax yourself. Second of all, this land is situated by so much of vegetation that the amount of wind that comes into this land is quite limited. So as you see, whenever we watch a cricket match, we've seen plenty of occasions where certain calls on cricket are interfered because of the wind. Now that issue will be limited in this ground due to the vegetation that surrounds this place, which is beneficial for anybody who comes to play cricket. Third of all, the lighting is just perfect, right? So it's well lit throughout the day, and the amount of sunlight that you get into this land is much more compared to any other cricket ground around, again because of the location it's situated in. And another specialty about this cricket ground is its grass, right? So usually whenever you go to any other cricket ground, the grass is quite smaller compared to the grass that you would be seeing in this special cricket ground when you come here. It's because we have actually taken a grass that is quite special to Sri Lanka. Why? Because it's easy to maintain, we know how it works, we can make sure that it's well watered, well cut. All of this is easily maintained because of the fact that this grass is special to Sri Lanka. So these are just a few specialties as to why this cricket ground is special for you. So let's talk about the pitch a little, right? So I'm here right now, and from the pitch to the ground, we have about 80 meters of a radius, right? And something special about the pitch is that it's elevated, meaning that anybody from anywhere on the ground can see the pitch properly because of its elevation. So even if you stay in that corner of the ground, the pitch very clearly because of the elevation that it has. Alright, so we have utilized certain methods to ensure that our ground is free of weeds, right? So our first method is recycling water. We have a natural source of water in our land, and we have taken the water from that into a handmade pond covered by polythene, and water from that is taken to our ground through sprinklers, and that is how we water our ground. And that water is later on taken back into our drain, which I'm standing over, and this leads straight up to the natural water supply that we have in this land. All right. Apart from that, we've also utilized certain methods to ensure that no water from outside is brought to our land, our cricket ground basically. So these methods are basically what we use to ensure that there's no weeds in this grass and that our grass is the same that we have maintained throughout from the start. Alrighty, so another specialty about this ground and how we're connected with nature, right? A fun fact. So if you hit a century in this ground, one of these surrounding trees will be named after you. So if you can see, this entire ground is surrounded by vegetation and plenty of trees. So whoever hits a century in this ground will get one of those trees named after them. So this is actually something quite unique. It's not done everywhere, and it's actually a nice opportunity for you to get a tree named after you. So this is something special that's happening here at the ground, and so far only 8 cricketers have actually hit a century and gotten a tree named after them. So if you want to come here and hit a century and get a tree named after you, this is the place for you. Alright, so you must be wondering what PUSA stands for. PUSA stands for Pujita Udavana Sports Academy. Pooja Udvar is actually the single owner of this cricket ground, and we actually have some exciting news. We will be providing this ground and facilities to the IMC Over-50 cricket tournament, right? So 9 of their matches will be taking place in this ground starting Feb 9th, and people from over 14 countries will be participating in this cricket tournament. So if you want to check out this ground and you would like to see a tournament, make sure you come and visit the Pusa cricket ground. Alright, I know this looks digital, but it's not, alright? We operate this scoreboard manually. How? We've used door hinges and we've painted one side and we have not painted the other side. So using this method, we are able to make the numbers appear on the scoreboard. Usually it takes about 4 people to operate a scoreboard, but using this method, we just need 1 person to do all of the work. So it's a different way, it's environmentally friendly, and you can witness this when you basically visit the Pusa cricket ground. Alright, so you must be wondering where the side wickets are. It's going to be built right over here. It's still under construction, but we are expecting 12 strips to be made very, very soon. Alright, so now we're about to walk into where our hotel is going to be built. So we've chosen this specific location because it is right in between the golf course and the cricket ground. So in this hotel, we'll be having 2 wings, which is the cricket wing and the golf course wing. So depending on what sport you like the most, you can choose your stay. Right, so another exciting part of our 30-acre land is this golf course. So the golf course isn't built yet, but I'm currently walking into the land that's dedicated for it. So on this road that we see over here, there will be an array of houses that will be built with a backyard facing this very golf course. So if you're interested in becoming an owner of these properties, make sure you invest right away so that you can have a house with a backyard facing this amazing golf course. So people that actually walk on the streets will not have a clear view of the golf course, except for the owners that actually reside in these houses. It will be exclusive just to y'all, so make sure you come and invest today. Alright, so this is where the golf course is going to be built, and behind me is one of the waterfronts that is available in this golf course, right? So obviously we know when we play golf that oftentimes we need obstacles to play the game right, and this is actually a natural obstacle that is available within this golf course, and we'll be making plenty more for y'all to have a peace of mind and also play the game really well. And also, another fun fact, which I've already mentioned before, is that all of this will be faced in your backyard. So whatever house that you purchase in this land, your backyard will be facing this entire golf course, these waterfronts, and all of this will be available to you. So if you're interested, make sure you come and visit this golf course and figure out if you want to be an owner of this amazing condo. Alright, so today we've spoken about how we can leisurely spend our time at Pusa Leisure Private Limited. But now we're about to talk about some investment opportunities, right? So we have about 49% shares worth of about $30 million available for y'all to invest. So we have some individual houses going on, and from that you will be able to get the ROI in less than 5 years. So do not miss out on the opportunity for y'all to invest in some amazing properties like this. Alright, so this is Pusa Leisure Private Limited. Over here we have our very own cricket ground, we have our golf course, we have condos, we have a hotel, we have so much to offer to y'all over here. So make sure you come and visit Pusa Leisure Private Limited and grab an opportunity to invest, have some leisure time, and all that you need over here. Do not forget to come visit us.
Welcome back as we welcome you to the live coverage here from the MCA Cricket Grounds for the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. The game between USA and Namibia Namibia, after winning the toss, batting first, have posted the lowest total in the tournament. They have been bundled out for 49 by USA Over-50s, so not what the Namibian outfit wanted. Just the 49 runs as they've been bundled out for the lowest total in this year's IMC Over-50s World Cup. And to take you through the chase, I have Ashley Ratnayaka. It's not been easy going for Namibia except for the toss.
You're certainly right, Rishwan. A very good afternoon to you as well as all our viewers. A clinical performance by the USA team. Very professional approach. And nothing given. And no mercy at all as far as the Namibians are concerned. From the very first over, they started picking up wickets. And it was just a matter of time. 49 runs and Namibia bundled out. And USA certainly will be keeping an eye on the scoreboard. And will try to get these 50 runs to win the match as quickly as possible with the least amount of overs being used.
Indeed, they would want to get them soon, and they are in winning ways now. And if they are able to boost that net run rate, that will do a whole heap of good for these USA Over-50s, chasing just the 50 runs. As Namibian opening bowler Ken Joseph will bowl from the commentary box end. Navin Pires got off the mark in his very first delivery. USA will consider this chase an easy one. Just the 50 runs. Not even three digits to score down. They'd want to get this as soon as possible, as Ashley mentioned. As the business end of this tournament coming up, that net run rate will play a big role, as Navin Pires, the left-hand batsman, Sri Lankan origin player for the USA Over-50s. Singles coming thick and easy for USA Over-50s.
Absolutely. Fazal Alam, the vice captain of the USA team, captained by a Sri Lankan Sanjeev Veerasinghe, will be trying to make short work of this paltry score of 49 posted by the Namibians. And well, USA, as I said earlier, will try to get there in the least amount of overs, as we see a little bit of width on this occasion. And playing through on that time, Fazal Alam, ball pitched outside the off stump, swinging away from him, has a heave at it, connects it well, down through the point region to first boundary of the USA.
Brilliant. Just through the second chicken sink at it. And rewards is Alam. He's known to take the attack onto the bowlers. And the USA outfit, USA think tank rather, would want him to capitalize on this occasion. Just the 50 runs needed. And in beautiful batting conditions, they would want to get this as soon as possible, as add to the worries for Namibia. Ken Joseph has overstepped.
Well, yes, Fazal Alam on the previous occasion freeing his arms, a little bit of width, and certainly will be capitalizing. So there we see what we predicted. They'll want to make a quickly cover this, get past this total of 49 and finish this match as soon as possible in the least amount of overs.
Clearly overstepped, as Alam has an early opportunity to break the shackles as well. A freebie as he hoists that over, and over for a big one. A maximum to end the first over. Namibia in deep trouble once again. The umpire just having a word with Ken Joseph. Taking that maximum use of that free hit delivery was Alam. As you see, a fuller delivery. And no second invitation for Alam to pounce on it. A maximum. And a biggie.
Certainly right. Up and over it was. It was there to be hit. A length delivery, almost half volley. Got his front foot out of the way. And swing. A big swing at all. Held the post. Lovely follow through. Connected it well. Clears the boundary with ease. And well, everybody is looking for the ball. It went over the side screen. One wonders whether it went to the adjacent ministry land just behind us here at the Torrington end. And a huge shot. And well, the first over, the final delivery coming up already. 14 overs have been scored by the USA, chasing down 50 to win this match.
Indeed, they are going to get this score in quick time. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025 has been in full swing from the day it started. Plenty of cricket in and around Colombo. It's been a big occasion for everyone, even for us as well. Just one more ball remaining in the over. Alam has raced away to 11 in just 4 deliveries.
Well, to the credit of the Namibians, they are not a serious cricket playing nation. So this is wonderful stuff that have been done here by this Over-50s team that is touring and taking part in this 4th edition of the IMC Over-50s World Cup. It will augur well for the game to become popular back home in Namibia, and one must give the credit to this Namibian side.
Indeed, a dot ball, a rare dot ball in the over. USA in reply, 14 for no loss, chasing just the 50 runs.
So USA needs another 36 runs in 44 overs. They have gone through the first over in quick even time, posting 14 runs, a 4 and a 6 in the first over. The no ball warranting a free hit, and the free hit, well, it certainly was a free hit, cleared the ground and went over the side screen, over the bowler's head as he hit that ball down the ground, and well, they have posted 14 runs.
Indeed, nothing going by Namibia. It's been a tough outing for them this morning, you can say, at the MCA Grounds. USA have come out with all guns blazing, with the ball in hand first, and now Alam and Pires with the bat in hand would want to just apply the finishing touches for this game. They're just 36 runs shy away from victory. Just chasing the 50 runs. Lowest total in this tournament thus far from Namibia. Just 49 as the new bowler from the scoreboard end, David Coetzee. Can he grab a wicket or two? A consolation win for Namibia as he starts off with a wayward delivery.
Yes, David Coetzee from the Vijayarama end. And well, one must, as he say, must give the credit to this great sportsmen from Namibia, Over-50s. And many of them professionals in their own way and taking part in this game. And the game they love for sure, and then enjoying themselves. Win or lose, they certainly is enjoying their cricket out here.
Indeed, it's a great experience for them as well. They have a lot of passion in them. We spoke to one of the Namibian players earlier. They said these are the only players who play cricket there. The Over-50s, only them. So it's that shows how much of passion they have to come down here in trying conditions against tougher opponents. Still, they turn out and try to do their best. So plenty of applause should go to them as well. This Namibian outfit, a great example as well.
Well, you're certainly right. And this is what this game is all about. It brings the cricketers and then also brings the cricketing skills, their competencies out. And in addition to that, it's the social networking part as well. And we were talking earlier about the USA team, the amount of work that they have been doing, charitable work that they have been doing. In addition to the cricket, they take the cricket very seriously back in USA, having, being a part of the World Cup, which recently concluded part of the World Cup. Plenty of good infrastructure there as well. So same can be said to the Namibians in a different way. Though they are not playing serious cricket out there, they certainly are taking part as true sportsmen and true ambassadors of this game as well.
Indeed. It was a tough start for them to the tournament. They played the host up in Coles in that first game against Sri Lanka. They went down. Nevertheless, they have come back well now. They're winning probably their third game on the trot. USA Over-50s as well have come here to play and play hard. Spiris drives that straight away back to the bowler. David Coates, after starting a bit wayward, he's managed to get his line and length right.
There's a little about this tournament, and this is the 4th edition being played here in Sri Lanka for the first time, and what began in 2018. And first winners of these Over-50s were the Australians when they defeated Pakistan by 3 runs in a cliffhanger way back in Sydney in 2018. And in 2020, the tournament was shifted to South Africa, Cape Town, but it was abandoned after a couple of games were played because of COVID. And then in 2023, once again, the tournament was staged in South Africa, Cape Town, and England coming up victorious when they defeated South Africa. As you see, the next delivery being hammered down towards the mid-wicket region, and that is the second 6 of the match.
Indeed, USA in reply, they are running away with the game. Completed of 2 overs, USA 24 for the loss of 0 wickets.
Welcome to the IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Experience the unforgettable moments as teams from around the globe compete for glory. 14 nations, 1 champion. IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
So USA making short work of this target of 49 or rather 50 to win. They've already got to 24 in just 2 overs. Nuwan Peris is out there. He's only scored of 3 runs of 5 deliveries. And Fazal Alam, the vice captain of the USA team, has already got to 18 in just 8 deliveries. So we're talking about the past history of this game, this tournament rather, the Over-50s tournament, as the next ball has been hammered down the ground. And the mid-off fielder coming around and picking it up. So it was seen the success of 2009 England versus Wales Over-60s affair, and this idea coming to Sterl Hamann and Jim Morrison, who were the architects of setting up this tournament. And the first Over-50s tournament was played between Australia and Wales in 2017. On the success of these, they thought of staging this tournament, and now we see USA losing their first wicket.
Against the run-off play, Alam, a shot too many. This time perishes as he has to walk back, as Ken Joseph has a wicket to his name. And these other wins Namibia can get out of today. Alam trying to take the attack on and try to finish this up as soon as possible. But this time out perishes, and a brilliant catch as well in the mid-off region. Safely taken as Namibia have struck. Dangerous batsman. Alam walks back after a quick fire 18 of 9 deliveries. USA 25 for the loss of 1 wicket. Fazal Alam, as you see, 18 of 9. He got off to a flyer but has to perish as he walks back.
So Matanda Uthaya is coming into the wicket after the fall of the first wicket. So we're talking about the history of the game. So as I said, the 2 men who were the architects of this Over-50s, IMC Over-50s World Cup, Sterling Hammond and Jim Morrison, seen the success of this tournament way back when they watched the 2009 game between England and Wales, an Over-60s affair. Followed it up in 2017 by seeing the game between Australia and Wales and giving them the idea to set in place this wonderful tournament, which has been played now, and this is the 4th edition. It was first played in 2018 with Pakistan being defeated by Australia, and then subsequently in 2020 the game was abandoned due to COVID, staged once again in 2023, and that time England defeating South Africa. And now we see this pink ball being used in this tournament, and the game being played and the tournament being conducted here in Sri Lanka with 14 teams taking part, drawn into 2 pools, A and B. In Pool A, England, New Zealand, USA, Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka, UAE, and Namibia. In Pool B, South Africa, Pakistan, Australia, West Indies, India, Wales, and Canada. 56 matches being played back-to-back in 15 venues in the Western Province.
Plenty of cricket, Ashley, in and around Colombo. Exciting times here in Sri Lanka as well as we approach the business end of this tournament. Navin Piris, who's played that second fiddle to Alam, will have to carry on and try and finish this game off for USA. He will look on to take the attack, but slow delivery is just mounting up on this USA batters.
Certainly right, Joseph mixing his deliveries, seeing the batsman advancing. Navin Piris held it back and almost yoked himself, Piris, trying to make a little room for himself as he came down the track, moved on to the onside, trying to play it on the offside. Missed it completely, taken in by the wicket keeper. And this time drops it short on the onside. That have been swung well, connected it well from outside the leg stump and over the boundary. Or is that a 4? Yes, it's a 4. Just pitching inside the boundary line. Once again, a brilliant boundary to the USA team.
Indeed, easy pickings for the likes of Navin Piris. And in a wicket that is favouring the batsman. That's just mediocre bowling from Ken Joseph. He's got a breakthrough in the over but has conceded a boundary as well. Once again, Piris hoists that over. And that's a maximum. And USA racing away now. After 3 completed, USA Over-50s 36 for 1. Replay of that final delivery. Absolutely middled that Navin Piris. And clears the boundary with his USA Over-50s in reply. 36 for 1 after 3.
So the Namibian ball has been taken to the cleaners by the 2 USA batsmen. We saw Fazal Alam hammering a quick fire 18 of just 8 deliveries. 2 sixers in that 18 of his. And now we see Navin Piris. Well, he found it a little difficult initially to get back onto ball. But on that last occasion, it was a brilliant shot that he played. Came down the track, inside out, and a flowing drive and hitting it up and over the extra cover fielder. A beautiful 6. Connected it well, timed it well, and the ball soaring in the air and clearing the boundary line with ease.
Indeed, USA now just going through the phases, just 14 runs needed. This game will probably be the most shortest game we have witnessed in this IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. Namibia, after winning that toss, batting first. Things didn't just go according to plan here at the MCA for them. A belter of wicket in the middle, absolutely favouring the batsman. But good bowling early on with the new ball has caused a lot of havoc to the Namibian batting lineup, where they were bundled out for 49. And in reply now, USA racing away. 36 in just 3 overs. They are showing this Namibian outfit how to bat in a wicket like this.
Certainly right. So Namibian employing a 5-4 field, 5 on the onside, a mid-on, short mid-wicket, a short square leg, a short fine leg, and a mid-on standing a little wide as well, and a little square. So 5 men on the onside, 3 men on the off. There's a point, a short extra cover mid-off. So the Namibians perhaps concentrating on the onside, maybe bowling into the pads. But whatever they're trying to do, it has not been very successful so far. They are conceding more than 10 runs and over. And this is what the USA series is looking at. Maybe to finish this off in 5 overs, get to 50, and which means they have a run rate of 10 and over.
And the net run rate will just boost up drastically. And a wayward delivery once again from David Coates. We saw that in his previous over as well. As that target just tickles down now. Down to 13. 2 big hits away, USA Over-50s in equaling this Namibian lower score of 49. Picked up well, but field in the deep cuts that to just a couple of runs. Good run in between the wickets as well.
Yeah, it's a brilliant bit of fielding by Ken Joseph, and certainly covered it up well, sprawling in the process, making sure the ball didn't get past him. It was hit very hard, bounced a little awkwardly in front of him, but very much giving 100% there. That's what it is all about. Well, this is what this game is all about. You may sometimes fall. These were the fortunes of this game. We all know what cricket is. One day a team can be scoring 300, next day they can be all out for less than 50. So this is what this game is, and this is where you see the mettle of the players being tested to the maximum, as next level being played sweetly off his pads, picking up a single in the process.
Indeed, the previous fielding from Ken Joseph shows the commitment these over-50s players have from Namibia. They are here to play, even though it's been tough going for them. Surely a learning curve as well. As you mentioned, Ashley, cricket, not a big sport there, but these men have come here and trying to gain experience playing with other tougher opponents. Is once again a wayward delivery. David Coates haven't got his line and length right.
Apologetic wave on that occasion. Certainly trying to keep things tight, ball to a particular line, but he had been a little bit wavered and conceding the extras as well, which they can't afford to do. 40 already on the board now. Fuller delivery this time, much more straighter, but played down towards the mid-off region, taking off immediately with the shot. So the intentions of the USA is very clear. They want to finish this as quickly as possible. They showed no mercy with the ball at all. Went very hard at the Namibian batters, and now we can see the USA batsman making short work of this total.
Indeed. Continuing the good work from the bowlers are the USA Over-50 batters, courtesy Fahad Alam, Navin Piris and Matanda Utaya. They just want to finish this up, wrap things up as quickly as possible. They do have a game tomorrow as well, if I'm not mistaken. USA Over-50s, Namibia Over-50s will have a tougher task tomorrow. They'll be playing England Over-50s here at the MCA Grounds. So surely they will have their work cut out in that game as well. As USA Over-50s will play Zimbabwe up at the BRC Grounds tomorrow. So the lengthy period of break for them as a wayward delivery. But umpire says otherwise, as Navin Piris moved. Quite a stern umpire, as the 4th over concludes. USA just 8 runs away from victory, 42 for 1 after 4.
What is your plan for the next cricket tour? Here is the answer. Pusa Leisure Private Limited, Sri Lanka's only leisure company with its own cricket ground. Engage in sports tourism exclusively for cricket. Contact details. Pujitha 077 7421 842. Nishani Gunasekara 076 76 17 249.
So USA needing another 8 runs in 41 overs. 4 overs have been completed, chasing 50 to win. They got to 42 for 1. So Van Zyl coming up from the Torrington end with the ball in hand. Looks very much a prop forward representing a rugby team. Very strongly built and very powerful as well. Their sponsorship name right across the t-shirt in front, and sporting red and blue playing cricketing gear with the white caps, white hats, black hats, and then also the blue caps being worn by the players as well. Very smart. They look very smart in their cricketing gear, as I said, and certainly enjoying themselves as we see the first delivery. Tossed up, and the batsman shaping to put it, moving across the stumps there, Piris, getting an inside edge and ball running down towards the short fine leg region. No power behind it, but straight to the fielder. 1 more to the total.
USA now just taking away, just 7 runs needed. 2 big hits and they'll be home in a quick time, you can say. Time just past 12 o'clock. As Pires hoists that over, lofts that 2, but falls in no man's land as the 2 batsmen cross over for a couple of runs.
So Pires, though he has been there for 12 deliveries, not been able to middle the ball well, not getting his timing right yet, apart from that sweet-looking inside-out shot he played in the previous over. And now this time he has connected it well. The sound was crisp and loud across the ground, and picking up that ball from midland leg, hoisting it over mid-wicket for 6 runs. And well, with that shot, USA has seen this game to an end, chasing down 50 to win. In just 4.3 deliveries, they have got past it. And for the loss of 1 wicket, Pires not out on 22, Uthaya not out on 5. And well, they lost only 1 wicket. That was the wicket of Fazal, the vice captain, when he fell for 18 of just 8 deliveries. So USA romping home 51 for 1 in just 4.3 overs, winning this match against Namibia at the MCA Grounds.
Indeed, in quick time, just 10 minutes past 12 o'clock in Sri Lanka right now. USA have got the job done as they will spend the rest of the day enjoying this win. And it's been tough work for Namibia as they have lost 5 games out of 5. It's not being easy going for them as they will come back tomorrow against England here at the same venue, as they will have their work cut out against a very strong outfit. USA nevertheless have finished this in absolutely quick time. Just taken them 4.3 overs, and a happy USA outfit. They'll be elated with the job done for them. They were brilliant with the ball up in front. They made that ball talk early on, and with the bat in hand as well, they came with all guns blazing. USA, a comprehensive win and a big win. Probably one of the biggest wins in the history of this tournament as well, Ashley.
Well, you're spot on, no doubt about it. They came in for the kill, and it's a kill that they made for sure. Playing very serious, professional, clinical performance by the USA team. Bat and ball, and also in the field, they simply didn't give any quarter to the Namibians and went at them very hard, because they lost 2 matches and now they have won 3 on the trot. And if they want to get at least to the first 3 positions, they got to make sure that they maintain a decent run rate and then also get as many wins as possible in the ensuing matches.
Indeed, USA will have just the final match remaining tomorrow, as they will play Zimbabwe up at the BRC grounds, which will be a very interesting matchup between Brian Goodwin's Zimbabwe side and this Sanjeev Veerasinghe's USA Over-50s. The batting card of USA Over-50s, nothing much to talk about. Alam, 18 of 9, he raced away. He started off very, very quickly, and then Naveen Pires picked up from there on. 22 of 13 as he steered away USA Over-50s to a comprehensive win. 51 just in quick time, just in 4.3 overs at the 7 extras as well to the total.
So the bowling card coming up for Namibia. Well, only 3 bowlers were used. Joseph going for 26 in just 2 overs, economy rate of 13. Picked up the only solitary wicket. Coetzee, well, he gave away 50 runs in 2. And Van Zyl just bowled 3 deliveries. And the match came to an end with USA romping home, chasing 50. And they made 51 for 1 in just 4.3 overs. 7 extras contributing as well.
Highlights from that quick innings. Quick reply from USA. Alam started off quite positively, took the attack on as he just absolutely punished this Namibia bowlers. He perished nevertheless, a shot too many on that occasion for him. But then since then, Naveen Pires just picked up things and picked up in quite fashion. He absolutely hammered 2 maximums to take USA Over-50s to a comprehensive win here at the MCA.
Well, beautiful conditions, and well, the USA certainly making maximum use of it. The wicket was an absolute doll to bet on, but Namibians making very heavy weather on it. Could only get to 49 and before they were bowled out, and then setting a target of only just 50 for the USA team.
Indeed,
the upcoming fixtures?
The upcoming fixtures of this IMC Over-50s World Cup 2025. The final day of these two pools. As in Pool A, Sri Lanka will take on New Zealand in a very interesting clash at the NCC grounds, and Zimbabwe take on USA at the BRC grounds. Namibia will come back here to play England tomorrow at the MCA, and then Pool B as well. Many more games coming up.